What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers podcast, man. We got a full panel tonight, and we're going to be talking about the top non-shooting guards, not point guard, not shooting guard, just guards in general. And this list was not made by us, but we had just got this offline, and so we got Magic up there, we got D Wade up there, we got Westbrook. And who else we got up there? D Rose.
D Rose.
So
yeah, these just guards that are known not for shooting threes, not known for shooting threes for the most part. Yeah. I thought it was an interesting debate though, man. That takes a and of course, everybody had something to say about it. But if I'm ranking these guys up here, and somebody said that D Rose shouldn't have been on the list, D Rose definitely should have been on the list. But if I'm ranking these guys, Magic got to be OG number one. Noam said something earlier saying that how Magic don't get his props in our generation, like because he was a little bit before us, so we didn't really see his career all the way like that. So we don't really give him the props like that. You can go ahead now.
Yeah, I feel millennials on usually don't give Magic Johnson his props. For one, like you said, if a player is older than the generation that is watching them or goes back and watches their tapes or whatever, their film, most people gonna be like, they'll look at it like, especially 70s and 80s guards, they're gonna feel that their game is like some prehistoric game. Like they're gonna be able to go up against the 90s or the 2000s guards or players because they just look like they're not athletic enough to go up against those players, even though we know that's not necessarily true, but that's usually what the hate that those players get. And I think that's kind of what Magic Johnson gets. And his career was cut short because of the AIDS situation. So we didn't really get to see him play, as far as he possibly could have played in his career. But when you actually go back and look at Magic's career and what he did, it's pretty incredible what he did through the 80s. I mean, it was only the Lakers and Celtics really that you saw in those championships. So you gotta give him some props on being one of the top guards ever, non-shooting guards ever, that actually just shot the ball. So we all know Magic didn't shoot the ball like that for real.
But Magic, the one on this list who made all his teammates better. Magic would make anybody look better. Arguably, some of the other guys on this list are good at getting their own shots and kind of scoring on their own. But Magic was one of the ones where he was kind of orchestrating the whole damn thing.
Yeah. And I feel a lot of people love Westbrook game. We know Westbrook, his game is unmatched when it comes to going to the rim, when it comes to dunking, the speed, the agility. But if you know ball, Westbrook's Achilles heel has always been his decision making, especially at the end of games. It's like, and this is why he's in the NBA carousel now, going team for team. I think I was talking earlier with T. Horton how it's probably his 6th, 7th NBA team now. Him being at Sacramento, and he barely made it onto this Sacramento team. He was really supposed to be out the league, but Sacramento picked him up at the last minute. And I really believe that's because of Westbrook's decision making. His decision making throughout his career has really not been the best. It's really been subpar decision making at the very end of the games, and that was a big reason why KD went and switched sides and went with Golden State. Was because simply for the simple fact was he wanted to win, and I don't think he thought he could do that with Westbrook, especially at the end of games. When it came down to crunch time, do you really think you can win with Russell Westbrook?
Westbrook definitely ran KD out of OKC, but he was, since he stayed, he is known as one of the greatest players in OKC history because he stayed and he got all the stats and he in the record books there. But keeping it real now, I don't want to give my keys to my franchise no damn Westbrook.
But let's not forget, man, Aaron Westbrook is still one. Now I'll just say the best rebounding guard ever.
Yep, we can agree on that one. So it was D Wade at one point, but Westbrook, yeah, he's kind of surpassed D Wade in that respect. My boy Pete Curlin said Magic Johnson the best non-shooter as a guard in history. think he got my vote. I think he pretty much got the panel vote, right? Do everybody on the panel say Magic is probably the number one non-shooting guard?
Yeah,
ever?
to me, you have to give it
I
to
definitely
him.
agree.
Championships, decision making, the way he involved the whole team, you know, his whole presence on the court. Even if
for
you're
sure.
gonna, you know, you can't take it away from, because especially when you're putting up against who you're putting up against on this list. I mean, D Rose, we didn't see D Rose at full capacity. Once he got hurt, he just became another player in the league. But if we would have saw him at his full capacity, the D Rose that won that MVP, who knows what we could be saying today? Because his athleticism in his game was just so, you know, was so unmatched there in the early 2010s, and what he could do on that court, especially that, you know, those Bulls teams was majority defensive-based teams. Those weren't even really offensive teams at all. If you remember, like, those teams were based off of their grit. They, you know, they weren't based off their offensive capabilities. So
that was Jimmy Butler on the come up, and they didn't have no lot of shooters like you
Mike
said.
Dunleavy, you know what I'm saying, all that, Boozer, you know what I'm saying. So like, we never.
So we can put Magic to the side on this discussion, right?
Yeah.
Can we put Magic to the side on this discussion now? We can put Magic, just like the Jordan debate. We can put him over here in his own category, right?
Yeah, in my opinion.
So let's deal with these other guys now. So out of D Rose, Westbrook, and D Wade, and we got some other guys historically to come in, because we got a Jason Kidd, we spoke of John Stockton, Steve Nash. Out of these other guys, who do we bring up after Magic?
Well,
we got Chris Paul.
I'd be Stockton.
I go with John Stockton or Jason Kidd. Steve Nash.
Statistically, I see why people put John Stockton there. But winners, like in winning and dominance, how can we not put D Wade up there, man? Yeah, he had LeBron. Yeah, he had Shaq. But he brought the rings home. These other guys ain't do it. Jason Kidd did. Curry did.
Yeah. Is it fair? No,
but I didn't think we were going off of their act. Y'all said best non-shooter, not mentioning championships and MVPs and all that.
You're right.
Okay, but is it fair to put Steve Nash in this talk when Steve Nash was a shooter?
He was a shooter. I don't think Steve Nash was in there. Steve
Nash don't shoot, but he can shoot. But that wasn't
Steve Nash was one of the most accurate shooters in NBA history at one point.
Yeah, you can't put him on this list.
No, he's not on this list. Nah, that's not. He's not on this list, Nick.
I mean, what I would say D Wade though, because D Wade first priority was to score or shoot the ball. Or for say it might not have been a three, but his job was to shoot.
Nick, that's the question. The question is the best guard without a three ball. Non-shooter without a three ball. One that's normally doesn't shoot threes. That's what this question is. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, D Wade, we know that he can make them motherfuckers, but that ain't his primary shit. That's gonna be his last resort on the court. Is a three ball. You know what I'm saying? That's his last
resort.
Shout out
Gary Payton. Gary Payton, 9-time all defensive first team. Gary Payton wasn't really too much of a shooter per se, was he?
I mean, he could shoot, but it really wasn't his mainstay. His mainstay was going to the rim and passing. To me.
Yes.
Well, that's the same as John Stockton and Steve Nash. Steve Nash was actually really going to the rim, but he was also passing the ball to Stoudemire. Well, even before Stoudemire, he was passing the ball to who that was, Dirk or something like that. But I mean, you're describing the same thing, Steve Nash.
You arguing the fact that Steve Nash wasn't a shooter? That what you saying? That what you saying?
He can shoot.
Answer the question, Nick. You said the list we talking about is non-shooters. The list we talking about is non-shooters. Are you telling me that Steve Nash was a non-shooter?
He can shoot, but that wasn't his first priority. Take it away, no. That's just my opinion, dog. I'm just saying.
And I still gotta say, Rajon Rondo.
Even Rondo would be a perfect choice. You know what I'm saying? Because his first objective wasn't to shoot, but he'll pull it. And he played.
I mean, at a certain moment, they all were shooters. They knocked down big shots when they needed to. I mean, so we can say that
True.
shit. But
True.
Y'all trying to change the question. The question was non-shooters. That's all we talking about. Non-shooters. Rajon Rondo would fit in this category. Steve Nash does not.
Yeah, he's a non-shooter. Rajon Rondo is a non-shooter.
I'm sorry. I like Steve Nash too. He don't fit here. John Stockton would fit in here. More of a mid-range shooter. Wouldn't really a three-point shooter. Just like some of these other guys. D Wade, mid-range master. So I put D Rose as number 2 on the list behind Magic Johnson myself because, like Noam said, we got this bias as millennials to who we saw play. But D Wade was my guy. I liked him a lot. And it's tough between Russell Westbrook and D Rose. That's the tough one to me. Both athletic guards, non-shooters, but big game MVPs. Both of them MVPs.
Wait, but you talking about non-shooters, so none of that MVP shit matters.
I'm just saying these are great players.
So Jason Williams fits in this category.
Jason Williams was a shooter. Was he? What the pound
White
say?
Chocolate was not a shooter.
No shooter. No, White Chocolate wasn't no shooter, man.
White Chocolate wasn't no shooter?
Nah, that man was a finesse passer.
Even if White Chocolate wasn't no shooter, I don't think he rise to the level to be on this list with these guys. No
to what level though?
White
You said non-shooters.
Crazy. I mean, non-shooters.
Again, do y'all know the word best mean? Best mean top of the line. We ain't talking about good players. White Chocolate was a good player, but we talking about best.
In my opinion, he is one of the best. In my opinion. That's what I got White Chocolate up there.
Jason
like
Kidd.
It's my biased opinion.
Jason Kidd would be before White Chocolate. John Stockton would be before a White Chocolate. Isaiah Thomas would be before a White Chocolate. Rajon Rondo would be before a White Chocolate. So, I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we even talking about?
He made it. He might.
That's your opinion.
He might have made it look good. You know, he brought.
You said
street ball style for a white boy to the NBA. But technically, and what he could do compared to other people at his position, that were non-shooters.
Not on this.
Technically, nah.
So, so you classify White Chocolate as a non-shooter now?
Yeah, like he can shoot threes a little bit. But
he been a non-shooter. Because they always talk about his jumper.
He wasn't it wasn't his primary go-to thing though. He could shoot threes, but it wasn't his primary thing to me.
It wasn't Steve Nash.
Shit, they all can shoot, but it was none of their primary.
That wasn't Steve Nash's primary thing, but he was definitely a shooter. He was like the most accurate three-point shooter at that point in history.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put Jason Williams as a shooter like Steve Nash though, or even Jason Kidd though, because Jason Kidd down the line by the end of his
career,
the
line became a shooter. You're right.
Yeah. By the time he won his title in Dallas, he was a shooter, bro. He was shooting threes all the fucking time.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Became one of the best shooters at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit crazy. I forgot about that though. But just give me your top 4 then. Y'all run through y'all top 4 non-shooting.
Okay. Y'all forgot about John Wall?
John Wall.
No,
John
John
Wall
Wall
ain't
won't
been
be on
playing the
this
last
list.
5-6 years of his career. That nigga was on the bench getting paid.
John Wall won't be on this list.
So you want to put Steve Francis on there, Nita?
See,
Top,
Francis was bad.
top four? No.
Top 4? No,
No, I
definitely
won't
not.
put Francis on this one. I won't put Francis on this.
I want to put him at top four, but he definitely.
Yeah, he in the category for sure. But nah, he ain't top 4 out of the category.
I'd probably say Magic, D-Wade, or D-Wade because of the championships to me, and then Westbrook, and then 4 is gonna be hard.
That's what I said.
Probably Jason Kidd. But Jason Kidd was a shooter though, so I can't really put him in there.
Hold on. Are we talking?
Jason Kidd become a shooter, man. Jason Kidd was not a shooter, dog. Y'all tripping,
Are we
dog.
talking
Jason Kidd
about?
was
By
not
the
a shooter,
end, he
dog.
was, though,
Jason
Nick.
Kidd wasn't
At the
a
end, he
shooter?
was. By the end, he just started out
Are
a
we
shooter.
talking about
He
former?
was able
Are
to
we only
make
talking
them.
about
He was
former
able to
players?
make them.
I think we're taking form. We're talking about form. Well, shit, Westbrook's still playing. So, fuck. You
So
can't
that's
even
the
say
case.
We
So
just
that,
talking about all
yeah,
the
that's
time.
the case. Oh well, that case now. That means Yanni going down on that list. Yanni going on that list
Giannis
for
ain't no
sure.
guard.
You
Fool.
said
What you
Giannis
Giannis
talking
ain't
about?
no guard.
Giannis is not no guard.
We just saying in general.
What the hell?
No, ain't no in general. We talking about guards. You tripping. Nigga said in general.
That nigga came out of left field with that shit. That nigga said Giannis.
And, I mean, he was adamant, boy. That man, he said that shit was conviction.
Male Socrates, you got your list?
I'm going with Magic Johnson number 1, Derrick Rose number 2, D Rose, Jason Kidd.
Wait a minute, you got Derrick Rose and D Rose. They the same person.
I meant Wade, not I meant Dwayne Wade number 3,
Wade number 3.
and then Jason
D Rose
Kidd.
number 2.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, ain't no wrong answer, but it's just certain people. I don't know who a shooter and who not. But go ahead, Nick.
Well, to me, it's just my opinion, my own biased opinion. I go with Magic first, but I got Jason Williams, Jason Kidd, and I take on who the other boy. I ain't picking that one no more off the TV screen right there. But my 4th one, I pick on who else? I pick Rondo.
Man, we left out Isaiah Thomas. We left out a couple of niggas though.
Yeah, because
I ain't leave nobody out. Shit. I mean, put MJ on the list too then.
But to go back to what we were saying in the beginning about the 80s and why Isaiah Thomas is left off to us, because we ain't seen him play for real. We was all kids, and then, you had to like really be hip to the shit, and people telling you, and like we had YouTube and shit back then. We just go and watch this motherfucker. Like today, like the younger kids can go watch the older players all day on YouTube or some shit. Like we couldn't do that. So if you saw them play, you had to like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to be, you know what I'm saying? Because by the time like I could probably saw him, he was on the way out of the league. So I didn't really get to see, you know what I mean, the Isaiah Thomas of once was. So I can't really judge what he was. I can only judge off when I was coming up and who I saw, the last, 20 some odd years especially. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these guys, I'm going off of, probably from what, 10? I probably say the last 25 to 25 years, 25 to 30. You know what I mean? I can't go all the way back to the fucking shit. I was born in the 80s. So I can't go back to Isaiah Thomas for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I can only tell you what my pops would tell me about him or somebody around that age would tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't know.
Facts.
So
Well, it's an interesting debate, though. It is. Chuck, you ain't had no last words, so you ain't really give us your fault.
Yeah, like I said, I'm still going to ride on Rondo. Matt Dunn, number 1, of course. Hands down. Rondo Rondo had to be on the list. And I'm going to go with like I said, I ain't seen Stockton, so I can't speak on John Stockton. We just know his stats, which is impressive. But I'm gonna put it out there because ain't nobody really said it. I'm gonna say Chris Paul.
Chris Paul non-shoot.
I didn't know if Chris Paul was in a non-shooting category.
Chris Paul chose to shoot just like D Wade when he wanted to. Other than that, Chris Paul made everybody on the team job easy.
Man,
Chris
all
Paul,
I know is I know it's a video game. And I'm going off 2K. Hey, I used to fucking flame niggas with Chris Paul and that Trey ball. Niggas,
okay, that's on the game. That's on the game. Chris Paul's main priority in the game was not to score the ball. When he came in the game, he was not shooting the ball like you want him to shoot the ball. His goal was to get everybody open and make them look like all-stars.
Man, I don't know, man. 2K08, man. 2K8? 2K08? Hey, yo. Niggas with that nigga Chris Paul.
So the style of play you looking for is somebody who make somebody else better, not just scoring.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a point guard's supposed to do traditionally, though. Like, we done left. Yeah, we done left. Definitely, the NBA definitely has left the way a traditional point guard's supposed to be. Everything's scoring now. Everything's scoring.
Yeah, you don't have true point guards anymore.
Yeah, point guard.
No, hey, I'm gonna say this: you ain't got a lot of true point guards no more, but you got a whole lot of LeBron James and Magic Johnson coming up now.
Yeah,
because you got a whole lot of it's a lot of young point guards that get triple double now. I know LeBron James, and that's why when he just said there's no more 2 point guard. Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
And you know what's crazy? Like if this man would have had a real stellar career and really panned out, he would have been on this list if his game would have panned out and being on certain teams would have panned out. Ben Simmons, he really don't shoot. Like he really don't shoot for real, and he's a real point guard. Like
man, look, hey,
for real.
Man, I don't understand what happened to that guy. That guy was literally he had an eyesight as Chris Paul.
Kardashian.
He had a body type of LeBron James.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I really don't know what happened to that guy.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Bro, set up for success. Like this shit we talking about right now, a non-shooting guard that could have been successful. Like literally non-shooting, because he shoot less than everybody on this motherfucker list. He number one.
I think they put too much pressure on him too fast.
Man, ain't put no pressure on that nigga. He came out. He was all-star at first. He had some good years. He came out good. He got trashed later in his career. Some happened to him while he was in the league.
Man, I'm gonna say this. On the guy that we the name, I don't feel like nobody got more pressure than Derrick Rose. And he took on the challenge and he succeeded, man. To get MVP and Rookie of the Year, you a bad boy.
Yeah. Them Achilles, them ACLs and Achilles, what could have been, boy? Cause damn, so many NBA careers, but especially somebody like D Rose, man. Cause damn, we didn't really get to see what he could have really, became. Man, he could have become something real special.
I mean, then there's other names we of course I said Gary Payton. What other names we missed on this list? Just honorable mention. Oscar Robertson, if you want to go back that far. But
can't nobody go that far back and on this family.
Yeah, nah, not on this family. But yeah, Jason Kidd, we said okay, we pretty much covered the bases of the great guards that are not really known for shooting threes. We can leave it there. Y'all got anything else?
Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Choose life.